These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. It is here. What President Trump calls Liberation Day has arrived, with a host of new tariffs beginning to take effect on products from around the world. New tariffs include a blanket 10% duty on all imported goods, with more added on to several other countries. White House levying a 34% duty on Chinese goods for a total of 54% since Trump took office, 24% for Japanese imports, and 26% for products out of India. Stocks up before the announcement, but futures falling sharply as the president announced his reciprocal tariffs from the Rose Garden. Economists warn American consumers will foot the bill, but the administration believes foreign companies will pay to have access to the vast U.S. consumer market. Today, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent advising countries targeted by the new tariffs to not panic or retaliate.
For years, hardworking American citizens were forced to sit on the sidelines as other nations got rich and powerful, much of it at our expense. But now it's our turn to prosper.
As the tariffs start to kick in, some world leaders are working to negotiate their way out of them. Just hours ago, Canadian officials saying they'll drop their tariffs against the U.S. if the White House agrees to drop tariffs against Canada. Israel has also dropped tariffs against the U.S. While the president calls this Liberation Day, many wonder what it will mean for a number of U.S. industries, including agriculture. Farmers are likely to be targeted by retaliatory tariffs from other countries. It's unclear if the federal government will step in to help farmers as it's done in the past. USDA also doesn't have the resources that it did in 2018, potentially leading to less assistance for farmers. Back then, the USDA ended up paying farmers $23 billion for business losses. But Tom Vilsack, the former U.S. Agriculture Secretary under Presidents Obama and Biden, says that also comes with risk.
The reality is that as farmers receive this help and assistance, market share is being lost, which is why farmers would prefer keeping the market as opposed to getting a payment.
Trump administration says altogether tariffs could bring in $6 trillion over a decade. Turning back to the big tariff announcement from the White House now, ABC 15 keeping an eye on the businesses most affected and not affected by these new import charges. One local business owner says tariffs won't affect him much at all. This Phoenix chocolate maker buys American ingredients, including chocolate from San Francisco. He's been in business for 28 years and says previous recessions haven't affected his business, but he's ready to adapt if needed.
Raising our prices, well, may turn some people away, or they may buy less. But, we adapt to that. We'll make smaller chocolates then.
Now, tariffs could affect mass-produced candy that's imported, including many popular chocolate bars. But he says big-name candy isn't his competition because people know his products are handmade items that can't be bought at other stores. The investigation developing after a scary bus crash near Marana yesterday. It was breaking news around this time yesterday. Troopers tell us an SUV slammed into a bus along I-10, causing that bus to roll. 3 of the dozens of students on board and 1 adult have serious injuries. Luckily, everyone is expected to survive. Driver of the SUV, a 31-year-old man from Marana, was arrested after police say he had signs of impairment. Scripps News Group Tucson says court documents show the man is being charged with aggravated assault in the wreck. More on this story when we see you at 5. In our Border Watch, new figures from Customs and Border Protection show a record drop in migrant encounters in March. Border agents counted just over 7,000 illegal crossings last month, with daily apprehensions of just a few hundred, the lowest numbers in history. Full breakdown expected later this month.
Well, we've got a storm system moving in. I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. Rain and snow already falling across our state today, and we've got more chances overnight into tomorrow. A few more spotty showers possible in the valley. The snow will continue to fall across the high country through Thursday morning, and then we've got another storm system that's going to reinforce these rain and snow chances Thursday afternoon and again on Friday. So we are not done yet. It remains pretty unsettled weather-wise here for us through the end of the week. Phoenix going up to 71 degrees tomorrow. tomorrow afternoon, so it will be a little bit warmer than today, but still well above that normal of 83, and will bring in a 10% chance of a few spotty showers across the valley like we saw today. Another slight chance in the Friday forecast with some breezes too. Then we dry things out in the valley over the weekend. Big warm up coming our way as well. By Sunday, we're back in the 80s, and look at next week going all the way up to 95 degrees next Wednesday. Overnight lows warming too from the 50s into the 60s.